What is going on, everybody? Project Rodorado here, and it's time for the second stop of the Stadium Series. Just a quick reminder to check out my Patreon for early access and exclusive content. Link on screen and in the description below. This was the leaderboards at the conclusion of the Toronto event, the first event of the season. As you can see, Bakugan and Brian the Dog Webb in his rookie season, killing it and currently in first place with a 9-point gap between himself and Cecily96 in Alien Invasion. Northern Nightmare was in third place, so it's going to be interesting to see what happens this season. Alien Invasion was the Arena Series Season 1 winner and your Skills World Finals champion. Northern Nightmare was a Season 1 Stadium Series winner and your World Finals Racing champion. And they're in the top 3 so far, but Bakugan Dragonoid, being the rookie, is showing them up a bit. So, very interested to see how this season's going to unfold. But enough of that. I've already taken up most of Blue Thunder's first attempt here in qualifying. But Blue Thunder and Nitro Studios first one out with a 25.97. A pretty good time right off the bat as he goes in for his second attempt. Now, Blue Thunder, currently in last place with 22 points, was driven by MT World Media last year and killed it in Anaheim, actually. So we're actually returning to the first stop of Season 1, although it's a different layout this time around, but somewhat still the same. But a little bit nostalgic here, a little bit of nostalgia. Blue Thunder was the racing winner in Anaheim last time around, so maybe history repeats itself. We're going to have to wait and see. His second time done here with 26.06, so not going to be enough to take, it's not faster than his first time is what I meant to say. But it is the time to beat, a 25.97 for Blue Thunder as Mohawk Warrior comes out. Now, Blue Thunder was 10th in qualifying in Toronto, and Mohawk Warrior was 11th. So hopefully they can turn things around here and have a better outing. But Mohawk Warrior, the camera 97.85 on his side and back on all fours. An awkward rollover there, but he was able to get back on all fours and finish his first attempt, although it might not be enough to take the lead given the slowdown at 29.58. Not enough, but he has one more opportunity to make up for that. So let's see what's going to happen here. As I mentioned earlier, he was 11th in qualifying in Toronto. So let's see what happens. Time to beat is 25.97 from Blue Thunder. So far, so good in his second attempt, and he's able to get around that corner just fine. Here we go. His second time is going to be a 25.56, so we have a new leader as he goes straight for that container there, but we have a new leader in qualifying, and that is Mohawk Warrior in the camera 97.85 as Zombie comes out and Flames plays behind the wheel, currently in 10th place with 27 points. And trouble early on. I don't think he's going to get a time for this one. Nope, he's going to get a DNF. Very unfortunate start for Zombie. But he's going to get lined up for the second attempt. Let's see what can happen here. Hopefully he can get a time on the board. Time to beat is a 25.56 by Mohawk Warrior. Zombie last time around in Toronto was actually last. He started off the same way too, got a DNF in the first one. That's whenever he slammed into that container. So hasn't had the best of luck in his first qualifying attempt so far, but a 25.77 good enough for second place for Zombie as El Toro Loco and Driftboard 912 come out for their attempt. Currently in 9th place with 30 points. Last time in Toronto, El Toro Loco was 5th in qualifying. Whoa, trouble, he's bicycling and he's flipping forward and he's on his side. So a DNF for El Toro Loco as well. What is going on here? Back-to-back DNFs in the first attempt. That is not good. Some kind of weird bad juju's going on here as he goes for his second attempt. That's unfortunate, but hopefully he can turn things around here in his second attempt. Could definitely use the points. Was the skills winner with an amazing attempt. Definitely going to be one of the best and definitely one for the highlight reels for the end of the season. A bicycle there, but he was able to control it, stay on all fours. He's going to finish his run, his second attempt here with a 25.25, a super fast time, and he is now your fastest qualifier as of yet. That's going to be a tough time to beat. Max D and Ethan Waters coming out, your reigning World Finals freestyle champion, but currently in 8th place with 31 points, so he definitely needs to pick it up a bit. Hopefully he didn't use up all of what he had in the World Finals, but it's still early on. 3 more shows to go, 4 including this one, I guess, but it's early on. I'm sure he can come back. I know we'd love to see him back in the World Finals and back for Season 3, but he's finishing off his first attempt here with a 25.82. So not enough to take the lead, but still a good time. Last time in Toronto, he was 6th in qualifying. So let's see if he can do a little better here in Anaheim and get some of those crucial points. And he's going, oh no, this is his first turn. Whoopsie, looked away for too long. He's gonna finish up his run here after this next turn. Time to beat is a 25.25 by El Toro Loco and Drift4912, and a 25.33, so not enough, but good enough for second place, and I'm sure he'll take that. As Blake Bell and Monsterma come out, currently in 7th place with 32 points. Your freestyle winner from Toronto. That was a difficult event. Everyone was still a little rusty, it seemed like. At least in terms of freestyle and skills, I feel like they didn't come out like they did last season. But hopefully everybody wakes up a bit here. But aside from that, he did have a great run. Don't want to take anything away from that. It was a very good run. 25.49 for Monster Mutt. So good enough for 3rd place at the moment as he goes for his second attempt. Last time in Toronto, Monster Mutt was 2nd fastest qualifier. So just shy of Monster Mutt Dalmatian's time. So he's here to play. Don't let that 8th place or 7th place spot fool you, and he's gonna get back on all fours. Just hitting that corner of the jump there. That's gonna hurt his time, but it's fine. His first one was still pretty good either way. 28.42 for Monster Mutt. So we're gonna go with his first time of a 25.49 as Monster Mutt Dalmatian comes out, your fastest qualifier from Toronto, putting down a crazy fast time, although did not make it to the final race. That was Gravedigger and Northern Nightmare. But Monster Mutt Dalmatian and April Summers, no stranger to Anaheim, no stranger to this series. One of the top tier drivers in these series, currently tied for 5th with 33 points with Avenger. But she was the runner-up for Season 1, 25.45, and a nice stoppie there to finish her qualifying run. So let's see what her second time can be here. Time to beat is a 25.25, but was runner-up in Season 1. Came close, but no cigar. Was fastest qualifier in the World Finals, but unfortunately just could not do it in the racing event. She was my favorite, my personal favorite, to win racing in the World Finals, but unfortunately it didn't pan out that way. But she never gave up. She's here now, and I'm sure she's definitely aiming for that top spot. And a 25.22 for Monster Mutt Dalmatian, crashing into the container. But she is your fastest qualifier now here in Anaheim, just barely beating out El Toro Loco. So an amazing outing for her. Hopefully she can get back-to-back fast qualifying wins, I guess, in the season. But for now, we're just going to have to wait and see as we have 5 more trucks to go. Avenger coming out now. Nick Voorhees coming back for more. Was in Season 1. And he's currently, as I mentioned, with Monster Mutt Dalmatian, tied for 5th with Dalmatian with 33 points. Last time in Toronto, he was 8th fastest qualifying, and 8th fastest qualifier, excuse me. That was hard to say. But his first time, a 26.63. So not the best. Let's see what his second time can be. definitely wants to get some of those points and stay out of the danger zone this season. If you remember, the top 6 trucks will go to Season 3, and the bottom 6, two of them will get sent down to the Arena Series, and the last 4 will get eliminated completely from both series as a whole. But a 26.27, so currently in last place in terms of qualifying. Hopefully, maybe there's other trucks that have a slower time, but as of now, that's where he stands. Gravedigger coming out, though. KJ, the driver, your racing winner from Toronto, surprising his rookie season, coming out and killing it, getting that racing win. He was 7th in qualifying in Toronto, but just amazed everybody. Knocked out Northern Nightmare, the reigning racing champion, World Finals racing champion, knocked him out in the final round and took his first win of the season. 26.32 though so far for his first time, so hopefully he can turn things around in his second go around. Time to beat is a 25.22. Let's see what he has in store for us. Last season, Gravedigger was driven by Tom Holland Spider-Man, who was out this season, so KJ went ahead and hopped in the driver's seat for him. So again, this is his rookie season, and so far he's been doing pretty good. Currently in 4th place with 35 points. An awkward turn there, but let's see what his second time is going to be. And a 25.27, so good enough for 3rd fastest. That puts him in the bracket for a bye run into the second round come race day. But there's a few more trucks to go. Let's see what's going to happen. Northern Nightmare, your reigning World Finals racing champion and Season 1 Stadium Series winner. He definitely wants to come back and go back-to-back in the season to win, and definitely I'm sure he would like to come back and get another racing win in the World Finals, but we're going to have to just wait and see. 24.82 for Northern Nightmare. He is your fastest qualifier now, knocking out Monster Dalmatian, and I'm sure there has to be a rivalry going on here because he just keeps upsetting her whenever possible, it seems like. So that was an incredibly fast time. Last time he was 4th fastest in Toronto, but this time he's taken that top spot with 2 more trucks to go. So very impressive by Northern Nightmare and Alex Stevens, 27. Let's see what his second time is going to be. Not sure it's going to be as fast as the first one. Probably not. 25.38. So, oh no, clipping that jump there. But that's okay. He's back on all 4s. They'll do a quick inspection on him as Alien Invasion and Cecily 96 comes out for her go around. But 24.82 is the time to beat, a lightning fast time for Northern Nightmare. As of now, your top 4 are Northern Nightmare, Monster Dalmatian, El Toro Loco, and Gravedigger. They're the ones with the bye runs to the second round so far. But as I mentioned, 2 more trucks to go, Alien Invasion being one of them. Cecily 96 last time around was 9th in qualifying. So hopefully she can turn things around. She was actually the runner-up in the World Finals race. 26.24 for Alien Invasion. Not the best time. Hopefully she can get a better one this second go-around. But she was the runner-up in the World Finals. She was the Arena Series Season 1 winner. Got knocked out in the final round, so just barely losing to Northern Nightmare in the championship race in the World Finals, and then came and got a skills win. So she's made a name for herself here and is currently in second place with 38 points. So trouble though. Looks like we are going to have to go with that first time of hers. Let's see, a 27.94. So her first time of a 26.24 is going to be the official time for her, which puts her in 10th place so far. So not the best outing, as Bakugan Dragonoid, your current leader with 47 points. Brian the Dog Web coming out for his attempt. Let's see what he can do. As I mentioned so far, that he's been killing it in his rookie season. Had a brief hiatus and is back onto the Monster Jam scene. Clipping the jump there, rolling him over, but he's still back on all 4s. But that's definitely going to hurt his first time. And a 29.36 for the first attempt. So hopefully his second attempt is better. Last time he was third fastest in qualifying. So he has the speed. He just, you know, it happens to the best of them. Just barely clipped that jump there, and it sent him over, and that's what cost him a lot of his time. But hopefully the second attempt is better off. As of now, the top 4 still are Northern Nightmare, Monster Dalmatian, El Toro Loco, and Gravedigger in that order. So let's see if Bakugan, Dragonoid, and Brian the Dog Webb have anything to say about that as he finishes off his second attempt. What's his time going to be? A 25.46. Not enough to get into the top 4. Currently good enough for 6th. So that means Northern Nightmare and Alex Stevens 27 is your fastest qualifier. This is qualifying, the qualifying leaders after all that's said and done. As you can see, top 4 being Northern Nightmare, Dalmatian, Toro Loco, and Gravedigger. So this is your racing bracket going in to racing here at Anaheim. As you can see, they all got the bye runs into the second round, which is very crucial in this competition. This is your leaderboards after the fact. As you can see, Northern Nightmare is now in second place. Bakugan still in first though, but a smaller gap of now a 6-point difference. So before we continue to the high jump, let's go ahead and hear a word from our sponsors. I'd like to take a moment to thank the sponsor of the channel, W Energy. Be better with W Energy. No jitter, no crash, no sugar, no artificial colors, and 0 calories. Stay focused, stay awake. W Energy. Use code Project Rod to receive 10% off of your order. Now, back to the video. All right, now that that's done and over with, it is time for the high jump competition. Blue Thunder being the first truck out. Let's see what he can do. Last time he was last in high jump. And 32 feet to start off. Not sure if that's good or bad. We're going to have to wait and see for the rest of the trucks to come out. Mohawk Warrior coming out now. Last time was third with third place. 29.9, so not enough to knock out Blue Thunder's 32 feet. Here comes Zombie. Huge air for Zombie. Last time was in 7th place and now good enough for second with 30.2 feet for Zombie's attempt. El Toro Loco coming out was 6th in Toronto. Hard landing on the front end, 32.3 feet, so we have a new leader with Drift Boy 912 and El Toro Loco. Max D and Ethan Waters coming out. Last time was in 9th place, 31.2 or 32.1 feet. Dyslexia kicking in for Max D. Good enough for second. Monster Mug coming out now. Was 11th last time. And 30.5, not enough to knock out El Toro Loco from the lead. Monster Mug Dalmatian and April Summers now. Let's see what she can do. 5th place last time around, 32.8 feet. We have a new leader in Monster Mud Dalmatian and April Summers as Avenger and Nick Morhees come out. Some more huge air. 4th place last time around, 29.9 feet. This time not enough to take the lead. KJ and Gravedigger now. Huge air. Is it going to be enough? Not nearly enough. 29.1 for Gravedigger. Northern Nightmare coming out, your fastest qualifier. These points are the easiest points and the most crucial to get that affect the leaderboards. 29.7. Not enough. 2 more to go. Alien Invasion now. Huge air getting that nose up. 31.8. And we have 1 more left. Bakugan Dragonoid, who was your high jump winner in Toronto. Let's see if he can go back to back. And not going to be enough, meaning that Monster Mud Dalmatian and April Summers is your high jump winner here in Toronto. So this is definitely going to shift the leaderboards around, excuse me. As you can see, Monster Mud Dalmatian was first, El Toro Loco second, Max D third, Blue Thunder fourth, so on and so forth. Northern Nightmare in 11th. That's going to make a big difference. And here we go. Bakugan Dragonoid in first with 61 points. Dalmatian back in second with 56. Northern Nightmare shooting all the way back down to 4th. But now El Toro Loco being a contender in 3rd with 51. So very interesting. All this can change. We have 3 more events to go this stop. Can't wait to see what's going to happen. Just a quick reminder, be sure to check out my Patreon for early access and exclusive content. Link on screen and in the description below. And can't wait to see you guys in Racing and Skills. Thank you so much for watching.